lastly, Tim, what do you think of Manny?
Oh, Manny?
Pacquiao.
Yeah, I mean, Manny still threw about 800 and something punches. Of course, he looked like he hadn't been in the ring in a long time. He looked old. We can say that. But 2 years outside of the ring, being a 42-year-old vet like that, I mean, it finally caught up with him.
Could he win a rematch, or should he call it a day, Tim?
He shouldn't call it a day.
Should it?
Man, the dude, when Manny was in his prime, Manny was throwing about over 1,000 punches when he fought against Margarito. So throwing 800 and something punches, 815 punches against this guy Ugas. I mean, he's still letting him go, man. I mean, you look at Earl Spence. Earl Spence threw like 700 something against Porter, and 700 something against
Danny.
Right. So I mean, the guy can compete, man. But I can tell you this: he needs to stay a little bit more active, especially being an older fighter, so that way he can be a lot more sharper and his conditioning won't fade. So the biggest thing I saw with Manny was honestly, is towards the back end of the fight, was that his legs that seemed to be there could have been from those body shots that he had taken early on, because Ugas was digging down on those guts, man, digging down at the body.
Was it more Ugas being good or Manny being old?
It was both. Ugas' game plan was on point. His game plan was tremendous. I said there's a couple things that he did. It was like 5 great things that he did that I saw him do. One, he moved to his right, so he took that angle away from Manny. So Manny likes to springboard when he moves to his left, and he likes to walk and then spring with his left hand. Now when he's moving that way, moving with him, he forced Manny on his weaker side, which is this way. So yeah, he gave him that angle. Go ahead and take that angle. I'm gonna be right there, and he wouldn't allow him to springboard off that left hand, which was smart, man, which is smart. I went back and I watched my fight with him, and I was like, damn.
Why didn't I do that?
Like, no, I did in spots, and it worked. It worked, and I was like, dang, like, wow. And it worked for Ugas. And the fact that Ugas is so long, he's tall, he's awkward, got long ass arms, he got some pop, and he's smart. And he got his arms are so long that
timing was crazy.
He can just put his hands up like this and block his whole midsection and freaking all the way up to his head. Tight defense. And so all those punches, he was just deflecting them off and just waiting.
And that timing was crazy, right?
And typically when Penny let those punches go, those combinations go, he stands right there, bop, bop, and he come right back with his combinations. Then he started looping the right hand. A lot of southpaws are used to the straight right hand, but started looping the right hand. I mean, he did great, man. It was an excellent game plan. Once again, Manny, like I told you, probably he got faded because he's a lot older and he's not active enough. And I think it's a combination of both, so both of these things. So old plus Ugas' game plan was on point.
Tim, thanks so much, man.
Hey,
Thank you.
all good,
Thank you.